plus fees.
That's wild.
I mean, I like you too, but I don't like him that well.
Nobody, I mean,
My kids saw Queen last night,
yeah,
said it was so fabulous.
I'll bet it was. I forgot it was gonna be last night.
You going?
Yep. Sure.
You ready? The Wednesday, October 11th, 2023 zoning board of Harrison Township meeting will come to order. Ms. Tord, you do the roll call. Sorry.
Mr. Brado,
Here.
Ms. Oparka,
Here.
Mrs. Torb, Mr. Leonard,
Here. I think we lost Sean for
and Mr. Gleason is excused.
excused, yes. Okay. Next item on the agenda is approval of the agenda. Motion to approve the agenda for this evening.
So moved.
Support.
Motion by Mr., sorry guys, I'm just really slow.
Brado,
Mr. Brada, supported by Ms. Oparka. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we will continue on to the next item on the agenda. Next item on the agenda is the approval of meeting minutes. Board members, in your packet, there's the meeting minutes for September 12th, our last meeting. You can change this to page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Is there a motion to approve the meeting minutes for the September 10th meeting?
so moved.
Support for the motion?
Support.
Motion by Ms. Torp, support by Mr. Brado. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we've got the approval of the meeting minutes. Okay, our cases. Ms. Torp, will you read the first case this evening?
It's case number 10-23 ZBA, Sunshine Ponzetti and Benjamin Sandstrom of 26983 South Offshore, property number 17-12-18-404-037, Harrison Township, Michigan, 48045. And they're requesting a variance from Article 5, Section 5.05 for the installation of a generator.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Torp. Is there anybody here for this case?
Yes.
If you want to come to the podium, give us your name and address, and then go through the request this evening.
My name is Sunshine Ponzetti. I live at 26983 South Offshore Drive. My husband and I are married. We own the property together. His name is Benjamin Sandstrom. We're both in public safety, and he was actually called out tonight, so he's unable to be here because he was recalled for service. So I just want to take a couple of moments just to briefly explain why we requested the variance at our residence. Obviously, we, like everybody else, have lost power several times. We have 2 in-service police dogs, and they require a lot of care. We work crazy odd hours. There's many, many generators in our subdivision. You recently approved a variance similar to mine for Megan S. A couple of months ago, because if we put our generators on the sides of the home, sometimes it would require the variance. So we're requesting it. As the electric company said, that's the proper placement, good placement for it. At the back of the house on that side, we have a concrete patio that has a hot tub. On the front side of it would be our flower beds and gardens in the front of the home. Then on the opposite side of the house, so we're requesting, and the other reason why is because it's on the gas meter side, so we're running it from the gas to have the electric run through the home. And the opposite side of the house on the other side, we have 2 kennels for the working dogs. Our air conditioner's there, so there's just not enough room or placement for it on that other side. That would be on the electric side of our house, because both services at our home do not run on the same side. We did get approval from the HOA on August 8th. Then the electric company applied for and the HOA president is our neighbor. He also just put in a generator, and then so did our neighbor on the other side of us they just had them installed yesterday, actually. On August 8th, they gave us the approval for the location and placement, then the electric company came to the township for the permit, but we fall like just within that little bit of space where it needs the variance on that side of the house.
Mrs. Panzetti?
Yes, sir,
Do you have any information about the generator itself?
I do. We are having Don's Electric do the install.
Have they done any of those other ones along your street?
I'm sorry, sir?
Have they done any others along in your neighborhood?
Metro Electric actually just did our two neighbors, and then other people, I'm not sure, because I know one of our other neighbors had another local private contractor. I know another neighbor purchased the generator and then paid an electrician to install it. So it's kind of a myriad of things in our subdivision.
Yes.
We went with Whole Home through Casco, just because we're Casco Rewards members, and it's a licensed insured contractor that does electric, and that was one of the ones they referred us to, so he came and gave a quote, so we got 3 quotes, and then we did the quote with Don's Electric, that was the one through Casco. The other 2, one was a local, but didn't come in with the same specs and options, so we are getting the whole home generator, so the largest one, which I think I have it here, just to not misquote. It's 24 specs.
124 kilowatts?
So the variance isn't,
That's a big generator.
isn't based on, it's not on the footage, it's based on where placement is, correct? So there, it's not, she's not
And air
asking for
conditioning?
special setback or anything, it's just the placement.
I think it's too close. I think it's a setback.
Elec-
I don't see,
Oh, sorry, I didn't know if you were asking me.
Oh, no, you're right. It's just the
so it's
placement.
just placement, not really, there's no issue with the setback. Doesn't see anything, see right here,
Mm-hmm.
I have the
he's wrong.
paper that the electric company submitted to the township where they have the generator placement, where they noted it in the pink dot, that I submitted that with my paperwork.
Right, we saw that.
And then I just have the receipts. Could I text my husband or call him?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, what we're looking for is the size of the generator and then the noise, the generator output.
Just call. No, there was a question, and I don't have it in my paperwork here. What is the size of the generator? Yes. I thought that, I didn't know if it was 22 or 24. Okay. Do you have something that says there's no noise difference? Do we have that in writing? Okay, so can I get that from you? Okay, I'm gonna, actually, now I'll just Google that size Generac and see what it says online, I'm not sure. No. Okay, no. Sorry about that. It'll be a Generac 24, I think that's kilowatt. The electrician told my husband there's no noise difference between the two sizes. It's not like it's going to have, you put it, like a portable generator. He said the noise didn't go up from there. That's why I asked, do you have that in writing? Do we have that, if it's
Right.
small or portable? But no, it's not. I was just going to Google that if you want me to see what it says for the noise output.
We'll hold off in case there's other things we have to
Okay.
look at. Board members, any other questions for the applicant?
I don't have any questions. It looks like she doesn't need a variance for setback. These are all blank, right? It's just the placement on which side of the house.
I think she does require a setback because it looks like that one side had 7.5 feet. Is that correct?
See that?
Well, when I looked at it, I agree with what you're saying, sir. I thought if it was a foot off the house, I was still within the 6-foot setback, but this is not my world or my area. So I thought that I was denied on that setback, as was Megan. She has the same home built by the same builder, the same lots type thing. She's across the street from me, so I can see her home. So I thought it was because it was on the side of the house and then by the property line. I think that's why it was rejected by the township when the electrician tried to pull the permit. But I never got any notification saying what
Okay.
that was.
I'm just looking at the side yard setback. If I'm reading this correctly, it looks like it says it's 6.44 feet to your house. I'm sorry, 7.5 feet setback on the side of your house. Is that correct? Am I reading that right?
It would be, I took a picture on the day I think I sent the thing, and I can show you. But I didn't physically measure it with a tape, but on all the drawings that we have, that's what it is.
Yeah, on both
Yeah.
sides, it's 7.5 feet, yeah.
And so like on that side of the house to my neighbor, which would be Gary, on Gary Mulder's side, he has, like, his air conditioner's on that side, but he put his generator around the corner on the back on the other side. And then the neighbor on the other side, she put it almost even with her fence right behind her house, so her sets back. I have a picture of that too. But I do believe you're right to answer your question. Sorry for dragging on.
Well, the dog kennels are right there in in that setback area on the side opposite where you've marked the generator?
On the
Is that-
side, we have opposite generator, sir, yes. So where it says 36 on that side where the number 36
Yeah,
is
okay.
listed, yes. So you would come out of our back garage door, you walk out our access into our backyard, we have a fenced-in yard. There's one kennel right here that's up against the garage. And then as you come out, then along the house is where the other kennel is. So we have two, because the working dogs have to be kenneled and the kennels have to be secured. And we have a deadbolt, it's a chain link fence and a top on it. I probably have pictures of that. You want to see it?
It may help, yes.
Did I not include a copy of the building official's letter? It says generators in side yards on conforming lots must meet the minimum 6-foot side yard setback, so it does have to do with the 6-foot.
Okay.
So she's only requesting a 1.5 foot variance. Right.
She's, yeah, 1.5 feet.
I don't think so. I think it's more than that, isn't it? Well, we don't know the size of the generator, so we don't know how big it is
Yeah,
and how
that's
far it has
right.
to sit away from the house. There has to be some distance from the house.
I don't have any questions.
I don't have to.
I think it comes off the house like a foot.
Okay, so you have a foot between the house and the generator?
There's regulations on that, she has to meet those, whatever the,
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
whoever,
I
the
mean, we
general
don't
reg
have
people
that
have
information.
guidelines that she has to.
Yes, ma'am, you're accurate. When Don's Electric sent
Right.
in the original, that's how it came back.
Yeah, you have to meet those requirements.
Right, so it probably is 1.5 foot then, if that's what they had initially. That would have kicked off the
Big short.
denial, say yes. It probably is. Because it's 7.5, and then I would be asking for that.
So it's within the fenced area?
On that side of the home, our fence starts at the back of the house.
Okay.
It would be outside. I do have a picture of that. Right now I have flowers and herb gardens there.
You have the letter from the, does
I-
it say anything in there about?
I read what was in
Oh,
there.
I see what, this is where they're gonna
That's all he wrote, that it has to meet the 6-foot side yard.
put it. I have a picture, I drove by your house and took a picture, if you want to see if
Please.
this is the right picture.
And is that right here?
Is that's the gas
This
sign?
would be, that would be.
Opposite.
That is
Okay.
where the kennels are, where you were
Okay.
behind our garage. there.
I didn't go behind your
And
garage.
you're-
yeah.
and
I'm
the
gonna get
kennels-
shot one day doing this.
The kennels are right here,
This
aren't
side
they?
then.
It'd be behind that tree. It would be
Okay,
down the
behind
house
that tree.
line.
Okay, the kennels are right here?
The
Yep,
Kennels,
they're on that side. I
she's
have
go-
a
she's
picture.
gonna put them here. The kennels are over, where are they? The kennels are on the other side.
I guess what's the concern with the
There.
kennel
are
side
over
or?
here.
Well, what we could probably, if we had to, we could put the generator in where the kennels are. Which is right there against the electric utility.
If there's a, I'm not aware of anybody having a dispute with the generator being on that side. Maybe somebody has voiced some concerns, I'm not sure.
My concern is that you wouldn't be, we don't know exactly the size of the generator and how it fit over there.
I can get the dimensions of the
Okay.
generator.
Actually, that's something the building official would have looked at. I mean, that's not your,
Right.
Okay,
your
I just,
right now.
but shouldn't,
That's what I'm saying.
That's something the
But he-
building official, she's here because of the 6-foot side yard.
Okay.
Whatever size it is, the building official took a look at all the specs, everything.
so it's okay if she had a generator in that 6 feet?
She's here because of the 6-foot, she doesn't meet the 6-foot side yard setback. So she's here to get a variance from Article 5, Section 5.05. If you don't know the exact measurement, in your motion, if you decide to approve, you can say something along the lines of as submitted or as seen by the building official, something along those lines. So what you see before you is how she'll have to put it. And the specs, the Generac people have specs on how far it's gotta be from the wall, how far it's gotta, that's out of your
Okay.
purview there.
I just, if we award,
No, I understand, but the building official, he takes a look at all that. And when he sends people here, it's because he's looked at everything else and he narrows down what it is that he can't approve.
okay.
Not to overstep, but.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Any other questions for the applicant board members?
I don't have any questions.
Okay. Thank you. Do you have anything for us?
I can provide further or get further.
You're fine.
if we need it. I can come back, like I'll do.
Okay. We'll go into board discussion. Board members, any thoughts on the case?
I don't have any issues with this at all.
I don't.
I'm okay with it.
Look, there's plenty of room.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Well, see,
Okay. Is
It's
there a
clear
motion this
that
evening?
our ordinance doesn't support these generators unless
I'll make a
subdivision.
motion.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I move to approve the request for a variance for a generator for case number 10-23 ZBA under Article 5, Section 5.05 for the installation of the generator at 26983 South Offshore property 17-12-18-404037 Harrison Township.
Okay, hardship or practical difficulty?
The practical difficulty is there is no other place where it will fit around the house.
Okay. Is there support for the motion?
I'll support that.
Motion by Ms., I'm
Torp,
sorry, Torp.
it's okay.
Supported by Mr.
Brado.
Prado. I'm having a little difficulty. Is there any other discussion of the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Torp, lead the roll call, please.
Ms. Oparka?
Yes.
Mrs. Torp, yes. Mr. Brado?
Yes.
Mr. Lidle?
Yes. Okay, good luck with your project, ma'am.
You're good.
You're approved.
You're welcome.
You
Just
too.
clarifying.
Okay. Any other old business? Any old business? Any new business? announcements? Public comment? We have no public. With that, we'll close the meeting. Our next meeting will be November 14th, 2023. All in favor of?
I move that we adjourn.
I'll support.
Thank you. Motion by Ms. Torp, supported by Ms. Aparka. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.